everyone, it's Steph and I'm here to go over our movement of the week for our Movement Monday. Today we're going to focus on deadlift. And deadlift is going to be popping up in every single class this week. It's a great functional lift. Being able to hinge in the way we do using weight or no weight is going to be very functional for us in everyday life, and especially when we start to maybe add in some weight to our deadlift. So, key things of deadlift. First and foremost, it's a great core lift because it literally activates our entire posterior chain. So all the way from our head down to our heels, we're hitting that back body. We're hitting glutes, hamstrings, low back, lots of core engagement, even the back and the shoulders and the wrist for that grip strength. So it's a great total body lift, and it's really a great one that you can progress in. And if you are using, kettlebells or barbells, I'll show you some different ways to keep going up in weight and being able to, hang on to that bar or kettlebell. So first things first, we want to make sure that we are keeping a strong base. So our feet are hips width apart, just like our squat. And then we're going to do like either an overhand grip if we're using a barbell or an over-under grip. And we want to keep that chest up with shoulders back. So the first thing I see a lot of times is we don't bend down far enough, so people end up pulling from their low back versus using their muscles, or we round the back and then it ends up coming again into more of the shoulders and the chest instead of using the legs and that back body. So we want to keep those feet hips width apart, keep the weight back in the heels so we're not coming forward, hips back just like in our squat position, roll the shoulders back, chest is up. We want a nice neutral spine and neutral neck. So I'm not looking up, I'm also not looking down, I'm just looking out a few feet in front of me. I want to squat down nice and low. I'm going to do an over-under grip here. I'm inhaling, bending down, and then as I exhale, I'm driving up through the hips, squeezing at the top through the glutes, and then kind of drawing those shoulders back to get those working here as well. So I inhale, exhale, driving up. We want it to be an explosive lift. So really driving through the hips, drawing those shoulders back, squeezing at the top. So there is your deadlift with a barbell. This morning in boot camp, we did a single arm kettlebell deadlift. So there's just another variation of a deadlift. So you could also do a deadlift with a kettlebell. Same idea here, shoulders back, nice tall spine, driving up, finding that hinge, or like I said this morning, we did a single arm, and now that's just shifting it into one side, a little bit more core engagement for that stability. We also did a variation in bar this morning where we had a band on the quads, and we had our weights in our hands, so just small weights, 2 pounds, and we were just softening, going down, and then coming up. So still getting that movement of the hinge and squeezing those glutes. In yoga, you're gonna see it here a lot in that half lug position. I'm in a hinge here. Soft bend in the knees, shoulders back, core engaged, knees back behind the toes, and then coming back up. So I want you to think about that half lug position, or coming here in yoga instead of just being here. Let's make this into a deadlift move. Find that activation in the back of the legs, the posterior chain, the core, the shoulders back. So there's a ton of variations that you can do for a deadlift. So I'm excited to see kind of the different variations that our instructors come up with and how we can work on that movement, that hinge, making it more functional, and start to see where it pops up in your everyday life. So get to class, have fun with these deadlift variations, and we'll be coming back with another one next week.